Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about a meal that I make a lot for lunches, and it's really simple. It's grilled or baked chicken with zucchini squash, yellow squash, and then flavored with olive oil, salt and pepper, and then some of the seasoning that I often like to use on my chicken. Okay, so this meal cost me $13 total, and of course I already have these olive oil and seasoning in my house from previous meals, or just have it in my pantry. So at $13 total, if you make 5 meals with it, it's about $2.50, give or take, per meal, which is really good. So what I like to do is I slice both the zucchini squash and the yellow squash. And then I tenderize the chicken, which is what this is. For a long time I didn't have one, and I honestly used this olive oil bottle to do it. It makes them thinner, so they cook more evenly. I feel like the chicken goes a longer way, and it makes them more tender. I think this cost me maybe $7 or $8 at Target. I'm sure they're all over the place, and they all look different, but it's a good tool to have at home. So after I do that, what I'll do is saute the squash in a pan with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then instead of baking the chicken, I actually barbecue it because it's easier for me. For your chicken, if you want to bake it, you put it at 450 in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size of it. It might take longer, but that's the chicken. If you barbecue it, it seems to be about 3 to 5 minutes on each side. And then I have a meat thermometer that I just double check the internal temperature with. Okay, I've gone ahead and sliced my zucchini and yellow squash into just some smaller slices. My zucchini was huge, so I cut the slices into halves so it would bake maybe more evenly. And then when it's finished, I will show you that end result of how it should change from this color to more of a transparent color. Okay, so I've now tenderized my chicken. This one is before, or this one is after. So it's more flat. I need to trim some of the fat off of it, and then it'll be ready to bake. Okay, so here's the finished product. I sliced the chicken long ways and then cut it into smaller rectangles. And then as you can see, when the squash is done, it definitely changes color, so that's how you know it's done. And all I do is throw it in a bowl, and I take one to work each day with some snacks, and that's that. Sometimes I do add some black beans. The reason I didn't today is because I forgot them. So you can add black beans for some extra protein and fiber and things like that. But for the most part, this is a good, healthy, nutritious, filling meal.